Talked about tackling was a big emphasis during the bye week. Bengals, all the 18 missed tackles against Vanderbilt. So how'd you guys improve?
The first thing you improve on is you hear it every day. The coach has been talking about 18 missed tackles for the past 2 weeks, and so we're kind of just fed up with it. And so we've been doing tackling drills every day. We're in jerseys today, jerseys and shorts, and we're out here tackling. I know it sounds kind of cliche that we're tackling without pads, but I think that's how you get better. It's just the more repetitions at it, the more you see it, the more you actually do it. And so I think everybody's just kind of taking it to the gut as something that we can work on, something that we can improve, and I think we're ready to show everybody that we can actually tackle.
You guys have been, I'm just curious, so you guys have obviously been tackling your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
So when tackling is a problem, what do you think that it is? Is it like an angle thing, or is it just like what do you think the problem is?
I think the biggest issue is really just guys just want to go out there and kill somebody. You look at the missed tackles we have, it's really guys just wanting to take somebody's head off, which is a good thing. If you look at the 18 missed tackles, it's really we're in position. Everybody wants the big tackle. Nobody wants to just wrap them up on the legs and bring them down. But at the same time, you kind of got to do it because on paper, 18 missed tackles doesn't look well, but 6 big hits does. And so that's what people aren't seeing. But I think it's just a good problem to have that guys have the eagerness and the will to want to actually go out there and hit somebody. You don't want to teach somebody how to hit. You want to teach them to slow down and teach them the technique. And I think that's what the coaches are doing now, just teaching us to slow down a little bit, get our feet under ourselves, and actually make good tackles.
With Caleb on and Sean just put back into defensive front, what do they offer to defense, especially in the line with you guys?
Experience. That's a big thing is experience and explosiveness. Caleb Vaughn's an explosive athlete. Rashard's an explosive athlete. Rashard's played a lot of ball. And I think just having him back is just it adds to the front. It adds to communication. I was talking about earlier how it's huge that we play tempo teams and how well that we got to communicate and be sound in what we do in practice. Because when the game comes against fast teams like Utah State, there's really no time on the field to just chit chat and be like, hey, you lined up well. That's where communication and practice comes in, and that's where experience with guys like Rashard, guys like Caleb on, they help out with all the young guys. So getting lined up is a big thing, especially in a week like this week.
And what about Utah State offense other than just their tempo pop out?
That's really the biggest thing that stands out to me is how fast they go. You look against Wake Forest, they ran a play within like 9 seconds of finishing the last play on their first drive, and so I think they ran 90-some plays that game. And so going into this week, they have a really good quarterback. You always got to respect their opponent regardless of the conference they play in, regardless of the talent they have. And on any given day, anybody can be beat. So,
Coach was talking about how fast they are, but you obviously going up against your offense that is also pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you think it helps you guys, having gone against a spread team that is quick and there's so many similarities?
It's huge. We've been seeing our offense do this since the spring. They've been going fast, and every team really in a Power 5 conference now is transitioning to a spread offense. And of course, you're going to still get the ground and pound game, but having our offense do what they do every week, every day for us. We did fastballs today. They were slinging it. They were going super quick. By the time we run to the ball, they were already getting lined up for the next play. Stuff like that, as much as we hate it in practice, it really helps us out in the game. It's just credit to what Joe and Coach Ensminger and Coach Brady and what those guys are doing over there for the offense, what they're doing for us.
Going against, that warp, is it a warp
Warp,
speed?
that warp speed, yeah.
Tell me about that.
Every time I hear warp, I just want to cry sometimes because it's like you hear warp and the whole drive you think they're gonna just try to get like a look over or something, just stop. And sometimes I wish it was like last year's offense where after a play they just get up there and huddle again, and I'd see Lloyd call the huddle, but now I'm looking at Lloyd, he's getting ready on the ball, and all I hear is warp from Joe, and it's like we're looking on the sideline, we're trying to get the call, trying to get lined up, trying to get your breath. That's the biggest thing, and so it sucks, but like I said, it helps us out a lot.
Coach Anderson was the first coach to offer you coming out of middle school, I guess?
Yeah.
What's it going to be like facing him this week?
I've always had a good relationship with Coach Anderson. Funny story, actually, before Coach Aranda went to Wisconsin, and I knew Coach Aranda in Hawaii, it was just kind of crazy when Coach Aranda was at Wisconsin and Coach Anderson, those guys, and Coach Aranda and Coach Anderson, when they were at Utah State as well, recruited my older brother. And so to see him again is like seeing family. But when you put the pads on Saturday, family goes out the window. But it's going to be good to see everybody on Saturday.
2 more for Brady.
Jamar Chase, have you seen him hit this new gear this year in terms of taking off and leaving people?
Yeah, I think everybody's kind of seen that new gear. I mean, I'm glad he's on my team. Shoot, I mean, for the past, 2-3 games since Texas, I mean, those guys, those wide receiver core is crazy. I'm glad they're all on our team for the most part. I mean, I'm glad I don't got to cover. I'm glad I don't play DB.
What about Michael Divinity? I mean, the way he's got hurt and kind of worked his way back. What does he kind of offer you guys moving from inside back to outside this season?
Mike just offers great leadership. I mean, Mike is the voice of the defense. Whether he's playing behind me, whether he's playing on the side of me, you're always going to hear Mike's voice wherever. You're always going to hear strong right, strong left. You're always going to hear two-man. You're always going to hear man, zone. Mike's calling out everything. Mike's calling out offensive plays. He does it in practice. He does it in the game. It always hurts, not just the defense, but the team when somebody like that gets hurt, when somebody like that goes down, because he's not just a physical presence, but just his presence alone in that locker room, on that field, really gives everybody confidence. So I'm glad to have him back as well.
Thanks, Brick.